Hello and welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to Burnley. And it does seem, yes, it does seem that we are in desperate need of getting bodies forward. And what's interesting is, how do I know that? And what actually happened was, just at the end of when we finished the last game, I went into social media and just had a look round, and somebody actually said something in social media that just made me think a little bit. And so when I was actually going through this, so many injuries of fundamental cause, I don't think I've ever seen such bad luck. I mean, when we get loads of injuries, blah, blah, blah. I was having a look through all this, and there was, I don't want to get carried away, decent result, solid result. Burnley worried about, and I'm trying to find it here. And it was one of the fans. It just caught my eye. One of the fans said, "We need to get more bodies forward," and he's absolutely right. And that's probably what is holding us back. We don't have enough players getting into forward positions, and that could be the problem. And so we're going to re-look at the, is there a word, re-look? We're going to have another look at the tactic here and just see if we can't get more bodies forward. It was in here somewhere that we need to get more bodies forward, and they was absolutely right. Not happy with that. Disaster of the result. The boss has some explaining to do. We want to be more entertained. We need to do more to get the ball into attacking areas. That was one of them. And somebody actually said we need to get more bodies up front. And that's where we began looking. And we're going to look at the tactic again and how we can get more bodies forward. Well, we were lined up in a 4-3-3, which is kind of what we decided to do. And we're going to change that a little bit now, because we're going to put both wing backs on attack. So that will be one way that we're going to get more bodies forward. We're going to go for it. We're playing Bristol City in the next game, and we're going to go for it. We're going to put more bodies up top. And so what we'll do, we've got Vitinho. He's playing currently as an advanced playmaker. Well, what I'm going to do is switch that now to an inverted winger on support. So I just want him coming in here. In fact, we might put him on the attack duty, because he, as I recall, he has quite a decent shot on him. So we might actually put him on an attack duty. Let's just have a look. Vitinho. No, it's not Vitinho who has the shot. So we'll put him on a support duty, so that it allows this wing back to bomb up the pitch behind him. So we've got two players now, plus Barnes. We've got three players up there, plus Teller. We're going to put Teller as an inverted winger on attack. And so hopefully he's going to be coming inside as well. And then Lowton will be bombing up outside him, creating an overlap. And so that will mean that we've got a lot of bodies suddenly up in these spaces up here. So we still have our middle of the field here, which is very solid middle of the field. And what we'll do is we'll put Cork down here as the DM. And then we're going to change this box to box to a centre mid on support. And we're going to, this one is going to be a Mazzala on support. A Mazzala on attack. And then this one is going to be a centre mid on support. So now, when we're going forward, we're going to be getting a lot of bodies in and around the penalty area, and hopefully that is going to solve the problem. And sometimes in this game, the game will drop clues to you, and it's not going to tell you where they're going to put the clues, but you've just got to notice them. And this I saw in the social media, would you believe? And it just led me to think, perhaps that's what I need to be doing. And we can put Brownhill in here as the centre mid. Cullen is injured. We have a spate of injuries going on here at the moment. Looking at Loughton, He has good crossing, good dribbling, and so he's probably good to be a wing back on attack. Matson, decent crossing for this level, decent dribbling, so might as well get these boys up there and cross from the byline. See if we can't get into this area a little bit more, and we'll have 2 attacking players from midfield coming forward as well, and hopefully that will solve the problem for us in terms of getting bodies forward, and that hopefully will mean that our results now will change or start to change, because it's been an absolute nightmare of a season. Callum Roberts, probably I want Callum Roberts to play as the wing back on attack here. He's a much better player than Lowton, so let's get him in the team and let's get him bombing up and down the channels. Two wingers, and maybe we'll play one of them as an inside forward. Teller's probably not my first choice. We'll play Vitinho as an inside forward on support, and then we'll look for another winger who can play up there. Goodmanson is on the verge of coming back, so that's good news for us. But for now, we'll play Cherlinov, I think, as the winger out here, and he can play as an inverted winger on an attack duty. So we've got plenty of bodies getting into the box now, or getting around about the box, and hopefully that solves the problem. Bristol City, I'm actually hoping that one of the teams that we're going to play today actually plays with a fluid counter-attack, because I think I've worked out how to play against those teams. It's quite a simple way of playing it, and I hope that one of the teams will play in that style, and that will help us to analyze how you go about playing in a system where you have to play against a team that plays a fluid counter-attack. I'm just noticing that there's nobody here. That's kind of weird. This is the first time that I have done a live stream with nobody here, and it's quite disconcerting actually, and so I have to think just okay, oh hi Stuart, how you doing? Well, you've just saved my bacon there. Because I was starting to feel a bit lonely. It's like, oh my god. And normally I've got like 8 or 9 or 10 people here, but I don't know where everybody is today. So how are you, Stuart? Good to see you. I was just thinking about why this Burnley team has started so badly, and we're actually only in 8th. We only have 15 points from 9 games. Hey Tom, how are you doing? Thanks for coming. I was beginning to feel a little bit lonely. And I was wondering, why are Burnley doing so badly? They are predicted to actually finish top or a second, gain automatic promotion. And when I last looked, it was top. So I'm thinking, why are they doing so badly? And one of the reasons that is they are very, very poor finishing. So we've been trying all sorts of things to get close to goal so that we could reduce the chances of mistakes when finishing, and it hasn't worked, and so we've been really struggling, and only 15 points from 9 games, but we are still only 3 points behind Cardiff, who are the leaders. So without a striker, a really good striker, we've been really struggling. But then I saw actually in social media, one of the fans said, we've got to get more bodies forward. So I went to the tactic and I started to think about how can we get more bodies forward. So we've now got the fullbacks playing as wing backs. We've got a Mazzala on attack, a centre mid on attack. We have a pressing forward on attack. We have an inverted winger on attack. And these 3 boys should be able, given the quality of this team, defensively, these 3 boys should be able to hold the back while we forage forward and try to score some goals. We'll keep pretty much the same way of playing, but we're not going to overlap, we're not going to underlap, we're going to keep it as fluid as possible. We don't want the ball slowing down around this area, and we're going to pass into space this time. and try and use the pace that we have going forward, especially around the wings. And maybe we'll have a look at the game and we might start using focus play down the left or right, depending on how the game goes. So it's new, it's different. Probably be more disciplined off, and we'll put in run at defence. The idea being that if we get close to the box, let's run at them and try and get into the box. We're not going to score unless we actually get close to goal. So we have to, whatever happens, have to get close to goal. We are going to counter press, still going to counter, distribute it quickly. Plenty of stamina in this team, so they should be okay in that respect. And then out of possession, probably a high press, and we'll keep a higher defensive line. Probably come down on that a little bit, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and for now probably come off, get stuck in. We'll leave these alone because at the moment I don't really know how well this team plays, and we'll let the team do what they want to do naturally. And we are struggling for players. We have an injury, a little bit of an injury problem. I might actually ask Bastian to come in as he wants to play a box-to-box, but I want to play a Mazzala on attack, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how he goes as a Mazzala. How are your free kick takers? Could they pull up a bit of the slack? Well, we're working on free kicks. As you know, in training, I do tons and tons of stuff. We train free kicks every day. It's taking this team time. One of the interesting things is this team is taking a long time to gel. It's taking a long time to do things in training. It's just, this team just seems to take a long time to learn how to do things. They're still not familiar with playing with each other. I just use, I've worked out, Stuart, hey Lewis, I've worked out, Stuart, that over the years that you don't need to worry about this set pieces nonsense. I've just got an old FM 2022, I think this one is. I could load in a near post one. Let's say load routine, and let's go for attack far post, attack near post left. Let's go near post for this one. So we could load in a near post tactic for this one. And it doesn't really matter. The only two players that are important are these two. And so all you have to do is aim for those two. And then the key to set pieces. Hey, STS, I'm good, mate. How are you? Are you doing better this week? And the key to set pieces is training them. It's like everything else. And often you'll see in the club vision that they want you to be good at set pieces. It doesn't actually apply here. Burnley supporters are not that bothered, and the board are not that bothered either. So, but often you'll see it, and the way to get good at it is to practice it. And so I actually just train them every week, attacking free kicks, attacking corners, and by the end of the season, the supporters and the board are delighted that you're. So we'll go with near post on the right, and we'll try far post on the left for corners. But it actually doesn't matter what you actually do with these. I'm pretty convinced of that now. So let's go attack far post left, and we'll load that up. We got our two big boys now on the far post. All these others are irrelevant. And you might as well have them not there. You could put them all back defensively. Why is the MCR over there? So we'll take one of those out, put the DM back. I hate this. I really do hate this. It's horrible. So let's put the DR. Let's put the DM there. And then let's just drag the DL back. And so now we've got a kind of 3 back. I like to have 2 or 3 back covering. And And the only two really that are important, because he's going to aim long now. And so these are the only two important. No, you haven't missed a match, but you've missed, I think, the tactical setup. We've tweaked the tactic a little bit because STS, because I read in social media, one of the fans said, we've got to get more men forward. So these have gone from fullbacks to wing backs on attack. I've got one inverted winger on attack. We're going to still have a pressing forward on attack. We've got a Mazzala on attack and a centre mid on attack. We're going to try and force bodies up the pitch to see if that helps. FM gives you clues. It won't tell you where to find the answers, but it will give you clues. And I did read that in social media. The fans were saying get more bodies up the pitch. So that's something that we have to look at. I am looking at my squad, and I'm short now of a left back. Charlie Taylor being injured, of course, he's out for 3 to 4 weeks. And I only have 2 left backs, don't I? Which is quite interesting. Vitinho may have to play as a left back. And maybe I'll have to play... Maybe we can play Dervisoglu up as our inside forward. And that will mean that, yeah, we can play Vitinho as the left back. That will probably work better. If I can find Vitinho now, he'll play. He's a very good. So we'll also have him as a wing back on attack. Dervisoglu will come in on the left, and then that means that where is he? Where's he gone? So Matson can play as the sit on the bench as the reserve left back. Where's my reserve right back? Can have Egan Riley, but it's got to be Lowton, is it? Lowton, or where's Lowton? Lowton's already there. Matson, Kevin Long as the centre back, and then we just got to fill up the midfield. We have so many injuries; it's really difficult to see who's fit here. I don't have a midfielder who can actually now. We'll have to put Balick in there. Balick hasn't been playing all that well. He played well in the last game, but up to then he hasn't been playing well. So maybe I will put Balick here, and he can work his magic as a DLP. That looks okay to me, and that means that when we go forward, we're going to be crushing bodies up here. We're going to be absolutely getting bodies up the field. These two bombing into the box. The question is, who do I play as the striker, Rodriguez or Barnes? I'm going to go Rodriguez. Seems like the best of a bad bunch. And Teller, unfortunately for Rage, look at his form. He's going to sit on the bench. He's not even going to get a spot on the bench for a while. He's just not cutting it for me. And so, yeah, we got Bristol City coming up. And so we need to progress till we get to Bristol City. Get to their... Teller has been criticised. A local newspaper has commented that although Philip Pan's loyalty to Nathan Teller is commendable, his patience with the player's poor form cannot be limitless. And I agree with him. I've just decided he's not even making the bench today. And he's, the second-rate performance is absolutely on the nail. And I think I do need to have a word with Teller. Your form has been declining. And he's reacted well, luckily. So luckily he's done okay. So he's even made the newspapers. And Rage is a big fan of Teller. Is Rage in here? Yeah. Oh my God. Are you sure you want to start Balick? Oh no, they're all going to have low fitness. We're the day after a game, Lewis. Game's about 2 or 3 days away. Yeah, I am absolutely convinced, STS, that FM listens to you. The FM knows what you're saying, and you'll say something about something, and then it will deliberately go and, like the other day, when I said on a video, was it on a video or in a reply to a comment? I'm just wondering when Surridge is going to get injured. And then the next game, Surridge got injured. I swear it hears what you're saying. I don't know, call me crazy if you like, but I'm absolutely convinced. So we need to go and play Bristol City. We've got to stop this rot. And if this attacking formation now can't stop this rot, then we're going to be in big trouble, and we're just going to be like holding on until Christmas, and until until what's his name comes back, who's the boy that's out on loan, Weghorst. So let's have a look at what Bristol City have got to offer. Good dribblers. Well, actually, no, let's not start there. Let's start with how they play. Play a control possession. So they're going to be a fairly decent bunch of passers. Look to retain possession, press high to win the ball back, and play out of defence and create chances through patient, short build-up play. So if they are going to be pressing high, they're going to be leaving spaces at the back. And what I want to do when a team is pressing high is I want to drop off a little bit. So I'm going to drop my line down to a mid-block. You want to come at me, you're going to leave spaces in behind. So as I've got a good midfield, I'm not too worried that they're going to press me. What I want to do is make sure that we're offloading the ball quicker. So I'm going to go to a higher tempo, so that we're not holding on to the ball too much. And I'm going to take out play out of defence, so that we're not dilly-dallying on the ball just outside our penalty area. So that's pretty much how they're going to play, and that's how I would counter that. They are a poor team compared to us, so we need to be positive about what we're doing, and we need to, maybe, if things are not going well, go attacking later on in the game. So we know that much about them. I think the data hub must have kicked in now, and we do have some data hub information. And looking at, we don't have anything here, do we? Well, our recruitment analysts are absolutely hopeless. Or is the data hub not actually going for the championship? We should be getting more than that. We're just getting a scout report, which is terrible. Whereas we weigh more, get paid more. That doesn't tell me anything. So yeah, this is not very good. Unless I don't have an analyst assigned to, I'll have to look at that. So all we've got to go on then is this team report that we have. So if we have a look at their team report, good dribblers, high level of flair, take their chances. Unlike Burnley, it's a team that takes their chances, and so we need to be better at taking our chances than we've been. They tend to play well in the middle of the first half, so maybe we'll drop off to standard if they start to dominate the game around about 20 minutes. And collectively, the players are good with their off-the-ball movement. We need to be good at the back. It does suggest, this suggests to me a little bit that they're going to sit deep. It does suggest they're going to sit deep, which might be quite interesting. They do have good pace, good acceleration. We need to be very careful of that. But if we control possession, then it's not going to be an issue. Work rate and stuff is poor. They're not great. They're not very strong, and this is a very important one. They can be out-muscled by bigger opponents. So when you're picking your team, you might want to go to your squad and go to attributes, physical, strength. And just who's your strongest players? Kevin Long. It might well be worth giving him a game. Might well be worth playing Kevin Long. Ashley Barnes, another one. Bayek, another one, very strong. Bayer, Harwood Bellis, both strong boys. But it might be worth giving Kevin Long a game in this one because he is very strong and can just nudge them off the ball. McNally, Muric, Jay Rodriguez is quite strong. So think about this when you're setting up a team. When you see that they can be out-muscled, then use that. And generally these boys will be quite aggressive as well. So if we were going to Mentos and we list it by aggression, you're going to see that these boys are actually quite aggressive as well. So Ashley Barn, Kevin Long, they're going to be getting stuck into these boys. Cherlanoff is another one. Very strong as well. So interesting. I think what we might do actually is put Kevin Long in. We identified Kevin Long. It might be... What am I doing? It might be a good time to give Kevin Long a game. He hasn't played much. So let's give him a game. And we'll put him in as a centre mid, centre defender on defend. And I'm going to take Harwood Bellis off his ball playing duty as well, because I don't want them dilly-dallying about outside the box. And let's have a look. Who are our strongest? Ashley Barnes is very strong, but then so is Rodriguez. So I'd prefer to go with Rodriguez, I think. Ashley Barnes, Charlie Taylor, he's injured though. Rodriguez is fairly strong. Bastian, he's already in the side. Jack Cork, Dervisoglu is not. So we're getting into areas where they're not very strong. Cherlanoff is very aggressive. Although he's not that strong, he's quite aggressive. So he might be quite useful. But we have pretty much got our strongest players in the side now that we've put Kevin Long in there. Let's be aggressive. Let's knock them off the ball. Get at them. And that might be a way that you can actually win these games. It's never ignore that. And you might not want to change all your team, but you might want to... you just might want to tweak it a little bit. So we're doing some set piece work again. I want to have a look at scouting assignments because we are not getting an analyst. So we've got Nicky Law doing next opposition, but we're not getting the data hub reports, which is interesting. And is that because I don't have... Yeah, I have performance analysts, plenty of them. So why am I not getting the data hub reports on the next opposition? I'm just getting very, very basic information, and that's mostly on us. I need to work out why that's not happening. Is it in responsibilities? Scouting, providing scout feedback, scouting opposition reports, Nicky Law, so that's being done. Providing own team analysis, providing opposition analysis reports, Adam Fairclough. So why is he not doing his job? Interesting. So we should be getting opposition analysis reports, but he's not doing his job. Maybe because he's the head performance analyst. Let's get one of these just doing it to see if we can't affect what's going on. Let's get Daniel Morrison on it. And then perhaps for the next game, he might provide us with some information. So there have been some games played, and we've now dropped down to 10th. But, of course, we do have a game in hand. Bristol City are very much lower than us in the table. I don't want to go gung-ho against them because that might leave us vulnerable. But positive will be enough. And now we have another injury. Oh, gosh. Have I got another winger? So he's going to be out for 2 weeks. I don't think I've got a bench now, have I? It's just like Zouri can play out there. And then Teller will have to come off and go on to the bench. Who is this? Haldazo. Oh, he can play out there, can't he? But he's a winger, not an inside forward. So we'll put him on the bench. And Teller can have a rest, think about what he's up to. So he's just about got cover, but I'm getting a bit peeved with all these injuries again. At least they can only do one or two now more. I totally disagree with his team. And Flynn questions struggling Burnley. We are under the spotlight here. Teller's been under the spotlight. That he could find himself under increased pressure should Burnley not win on Saturday. I absolutely agree that we could be in a lot of trouble if we don't win this game. So it's with trepidation that we take on, although my assistant manager is very, very optimistic. And Hibs don't want to sign Kevin Long. That's really cool. I don't want to sell him. I don't have anyone who can actually play instead of him. So we'll just run through a couple of these. I don't know how often, guys, do you do... yeah, it's another injury, bloody crisis, STS. How often do you guys go through all of these in the training? I usually go like once every month. I will do them all. And then the other weeks I will just praise the 3 that it brings up. And then criticize the 2 or whatever. But once a month I'll go through and do them all. Cherlanoff hasn't been training very well, but he finds himself in the team. Injuries, poor results. I'm absolutely convinced that we could get sacked here, which would be quite interesting. I haven't been sacked for about 2-3 years. 3 years was the last time I got sacked. And it could be happening here. But not to worry, it's part of the game. I think we're set up well enough. We've just got to have a look at... We'll go to Bristol City's schedule. And we'll just have a look at how they played in their last game. Obviously not very well. And this probably is not going to tell us anything. They tried to focus their attacks down the right-hand side. The opposition did very well playing through the middle. So focus, they mainly want to play down the right. And the heat map tends to suggest that that's where they were trying to play. So we've got to stop them playing there. In terms of their pass combinations, it's nice. It looks pretty. And that's how pass combinations should... Oh, no, that could be Norwich. This doesn't look so good. But you can see that what they did was collected on the right-hand side. So maybe down our right-hand side. And I'll put the wing back on support on this side. And then focus our attacks down this side of the pitch. So we need to close down the goalkeeper especially. He is the one... I want to turn him onto his left foot so that he's passing the ball this way rather than this way. He looks for Tum closer and we need to close him down. Stop or tight mark him. Whatever we need to do, we need to stop him getting the ball. He seems to distribute to all sorts of places, and he looks like the fulcrum to me. So somebody needs to be on him to take him out of the game. Nobody else looks of any danger whatsoever. And so really this is a game that should be winning quite comfortably. Given that we are a much, much better team than they are. I think that I'm fairly set up as I want to will do that just to see what he's done. No, we don't want to go back to shoot on sight. He's having a laugh. And then we'll see what we've got here. So let's go and have a look at our opposition. Now, we do want to close down the right. This guy, Kellas, we need to close him down. We need to take him out of the game. If he's got a weak left foot, then I want to turn him onto his left foot as well. I don't want him passing out here. I want to make him pass this way. So we'll turn him onto his left foot. And the right wing back, we're going to close him down as well. And does he have a weak foot? Yeah, left foot. We'll turn him onto his left foot. We shouldn't really be worrying too much about these guys. He looks like he's an okay player. He's not brilliant. He's got good mentals, pretty good mentally. For this level, he's not bad. I think we'll just tight mark him. Just tight mark him, take him out of the game. He's on the right-hand side. And so if we tight mark him, takes him out of the game. This guy, I don't mind him having the ball. Just turn him onto his left foot. I don't actually mind him having the ball because he's on this side and that's where I want them to play. This guy I've known, I've signed him a couple of times in FM22, Cameron Pring. Yes, I did sell him. I did buy him from Bristol City, didn't I, Cameron Pring? He never turned out to be that good. He's pretty strong, pretty brave, but he's not that dangerous. And I think if we just close him down and turn him onto his right foot, then that'll probably make sure. These guys, I don't really want to do anything with them. We'll hard tackle him. He's not very brave. We can close him down and turn him onto his left foot. Why not? Turn him onto his left foot. Just look at our fullbacks, our wing backs should be able to actually work him out. And again, I'm not going to do anything with it. Just hard tackle him. And yeah, well, I'm just going to hard tackle him. There's no need to do anything else. Andreas Wyman, not very strong, not very brave, lacks composure. So we'll close him down. Doesn't have much pace to worry about. We'll just tight mark him actually, and then put him on his left foot. Tight mark him and put him on his left foot. The assistant agrees, tight mark him. They are looking a bit tired. They're a bit more tired than we are. So I wonder if we should go out more attacking than we are. We're fairly fit, and they're fairly tired. So, oh boy, I really don't want to play this game. This is like very nervy going into this. The team are fairly happy. I think some of them are confused by the team sheet, but it's like I've got no players to play. So what do you expect me to do? And we'll go just amend the tactic. We're going to put this wing back on support, and we're going to have Roberts bombing up this touch line. The boys at the back should be able to take care of what they have up front. The media have been on your backs. Get out there, sort it out. I'm expecting to see good defensive work. I'm expecting you to dominate the midfield, and I'm expecting you to score some goals for me today. So let's see what happens. Sometimes when you're in this, the players will almost fight against you. It's like losing the dressing room, and it's like you've got to like stay on top of it, and not losing games becomes the most important thing rather than winning games, because once the players start fighting you, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything out of games. So it's really about not losing games rather than winning games. And we are in. Can we get across into the box? What happened there? And we do have a chance, and we have scored a goal. Yes, Burnley have scored a goal. Oh my God. Alert the media. I think Sky News will be down here straight away, and that was actually a good goal. A nice play by Cherlinoff. Roberts fed it inside, and Brownhill buried it. And maybe that was the secret. It was found in social media. You've got to get more bodies forward. Finally, SDS, a goal. Oh, my Lord. Oh, boy. And we are actually dominating the game now. And we're well in charge of this game. And maybe that's all it was just to get more bodies forward. And then those boys bombing into the box from midfield. And Roberts again. There's the wing back going outside. Header, not quite on target this time, about a million miles away. But Vitinho's on it. Bastian with a shot goes over the bar. I think it took a deflection, did it? Let's have a goal from a set piece now. Let's everything click today. Was a good goal, Daniel. It's lovely to score a goal here. I'm so happy. And the ball is headed out. Cherlinoff, come on. Come on, Cherlinoff. Oh, boy. What a first touch that was. Back to normal. Normal services resumed. But we are up in 7th now and closing the gap. And that's good news. We needed to win this game. We are ahead. Actually only made 3 chances, only 1 on target, but with a better team, clearly. Bristol City are really not at the races here. We do obviously need to be careful at the back. And if we can win this game, then we might start getting the dressing room back. Because once the players go, then there's nothing you can do. You will get sacked. And not losing, as I said before, is really important. But winning will get them back on side. And Zuri, brilliant. Down the wing. Let's get it inside. He's supposed to actually be cutting inside. He didn't do it, but his pass was poor. Looking for Vitinho, didn't make it. Here's Cherlinoff. Bristol City are all at sea here. And here's Bastian inside into the box. There's a little chip. It's hit the crossbar. We are back to normal. Normal service is resumed. But at least we are getting shots on goal. They're close and it looks better than it did last week. And that's a lovely ball as well. Cherlinoff's having a very good game. Tries to get it in the box, can't. Comes back out again. Lovely play by Bellis. Finds Brownhill. This is good football. There's a curler. Hits the bar and goes over. Finishing is still an issue. But surely 1 or 2 of these have got to go in eventually. We got to keep attacking. We've got to keep going forward. Keep putting pressure on them. And not allowing them the space. And it does pay if they are going to play this controlled possession, then it pays to just drop your attacking, your line of engagement down a little bit. But Bristol City have a chance. It's a good block. And we do have good defenders who should be able to look after this bunch of forwards. But yeah, if you're struggling against teams who play a controlled possession, then drop your line of engagement down. And that is the referee giving a penalty here. No, he's just, for a minute I thought we'd given away a penalty. And here is Roberts. We have our own corner here. What is that? And there's a header goes just past the post. We are still struggling to score goals, but we have got one, and that might turn out to be crucial at the end of the day. And we are up to 8th. And hopefully we'll get the media off our back after today. I'm going to demand more. This is still not good enough. Let's get some more. Preston? Bristol City are coming back into the game. So I'm going to drop off to a little bit more balanced here just before half-time. And they did have their little spell midway through the first half. We did read about that. And Brownhill with a free kick gets deflected and goalkeeper will claim that. Yeah, this is perhaps that fan was right. We need to get more bodies forward. We need to just move the ball a little bit quicker. I was thinking about it since last Thursday. And maybe he was right. Get more bodies, play at a higher tempo, move the ball around a bit faster. Seems to have worked today. But time will tell, because this is a poor and tired Bristol City team. I want to have a look at the player stats for Bristol City. Nobody seems to be causing us any problems. In terms of passing, nobody is causing us any problems at all. Weissman is very tired now. Who is this drama? Their centre-backs are playing poorly. They're not causing us any problems at all. Have a look at the analytical data. Again, they've tried to play it down the right. We've pretty much cut that off by forcing the centre-back onto his left foot. He can't put it out to where he wants to put it. So we're doing well. And if we have a look at the pass combinations at half-time, we've totally cut them out of the game. Compare that to ours. Ours look pretty. Who's this? Balick is probably not as involved in the game as much as I want. It's a bit messy up here too. But it's looking okay. And if they can get used to playing like this, don't get complacent out there. They need to be told. You weren't that bad, but you can improve. Keep going. It's very important that they don't get complacent. And I'm looking around who's having a bad game while we've got a minute or two. Cherlinoff isn't playing very well, but I'm not sure. I don't want to bring Teller on. It's like asking for trouble. And there's a ball over the top for Cherlinoff. It might actually be a good idea to try Teller in this new system. He's had a ticking off this week. He might have learned from it. Oh, that was a good ball. Now we have a chance. There's a chance. There's a goal. Balick has scored. Ho, ho, ho. Burnley have scored 2 goals in a game. I don't believe it. Hi, Luke. How are you doing? Maybe try 4-4-2-4 if you had a good striker or two. Yeah, again, it's about strikers, isn't it? I'm really short of strikers. This, for me, is working. With the 2 centre mids coming forward and bombing into the box, this is working for me. And so we've scored 2 goals. That's pretty much more than we've scored for the rest of the season. And I'm happy with the way things are going. I want to change the system. We've changed it about 4 times. Oh, did I say evening, Luke? How are you doing? And I don't really want to change the system anymore. I want them to settle on something. Yes, STS, 2 goals. Just unbelievable. I need to be looking at making a couple of changes here. Even Cherlinoff started playing better now. We don't actually have many tired players. Balick is probably the most tired. And I'm looking at these 2. Cody Drama. Who is he? He's the fullback out there. And Masango. So their left side. Or is that their right side? Their right side is tired. Who is Edozie? Scott is not all that. He's not all that well either. Edozie's very tired on the left. I want to focus play down our left-hand side. And that'll keep it away from Cherlinoff, because we need to get at these 2 here. And because this guy is already being closed down and hassled, then we might have a chance getting through there. Let's have a look if I need to make any changes. And what shall we do? Vitinho's not having the best game in the world. But it's Zauri, funnily enough. Can we play Hedilazio? He can come on the left. Ashley Barnes can come on. Ashley Barnes can have a game instead of Rodriguez. Do I need to change anybody else? Jordan Bayer for Howard Bellis. He's tired. Balick is tired, but I want to leave Balick on for the time being. He's having a good game. And I'm looking at this right-hand side of theirs, and it's very tired. And so hopefully we can get at them. I'm going to go to a positive approach now, try and finish this game off. And long kick upfield. Lost possession, bursting into the box, but that's a good save. And I'm just going to actually, they might have made some substitutions, so I'm just going to have a look at their substitutions. Borges. Oh, he's ripe for a hard tackle. Hard tackle, right foot. Yeah, Borges, hard tackle, right foot. Actually, just hard tackle him. There's no need to worry too much about him. George Tanner, who is a right back. We'll give him a little bit of a nudge. And we'll close him down. So we'll close him down. And we'll give him a little bit of a nudge. And I think the same for... He's not very brave. We'll give him a nudge as well. He's not very pacey, so we'll close him down as well. Just tell him to, you know, let him know that they're in a football match. And then the striker, he really doesn't look very dangerous to me. Before the end, I'm actually going to go attacking now, just to see if we can't get another one. Rub Bristol City's noses in it. And we do have a free kick. Bayer's over the ball, finds Brownhill. Bayer again, lovely ball out to Lowton. Get a cross in. Lovely pass inside. Great hit, and it's just over the crossbar. Who is this? We got a spectator on the pitch. He had a suit on. I'm not quite sure what I saw there. Did you see that, guys? Like, I'm sure they had suits on. Well, we do have a free kick. And it is Benson over the free kick. And let's see if he can't drive one in from here. Let's make it 3-0. Oh, it's a nice little cross into the box. It's going nowhere. Bristol City are going to break. We should be able to deal with this, but we're not dealing with it very well. Conway, he's pretty isolated. And we should be able to now deal with this. And they are wearing suits, are they? I think that Bristol City have changed into their evening wear already. Well, they must be going out later. But here we do have another highlight. This game is not finished yet. As Lowton sends a ball forward, it's not the best ball I've ever seen in the world. Barnes picks it up, looking for Benson over on the left. Headed back, goalkeeper picks it up. Referee, you can blow your whistle now. We don't need to see the end of this. It's like I thought they were wearing evening dress there for a minute. STS, I really did. And we have won a football match. The pressure is off a little bit. So I'm gonna say well done. We haven't said well done to them. My assistant wanted to say don't get complacent, but we haven't said well done to them in a long time. So let's make them feel good. We're in 7th. We're still only 6 points behind the leaders. It's not a disaster at the moment. And so that's pretty good. And we need to find out when the next game is and who it's against. And if we look at the schedule, I mean, look at that. That was a dreadful run of form that we were in. And we needed to get out of that. Everton, okay, we were very, very unlucky against Everton. But then it just, Wigan, Millwall, Norwich, Preston, horrible games. It was a dreadful run of form. We have a big game next. It's Cardiff. And we got to get through 14 days before we get to Cardiff. And that's going to take some thinking through. Cardiff are a very, very good side. And we're going to struggle, I think, a little bit against Cardiff. Let's have a look who's in their team. Who's in this Cardiff team? They look like a very good team to me. Joe Rolls has always been a good championship player. Although they don't look as strong as I thought they might look. Hopefully we'll still have a chance. against people in social media. I don't know if you saw that. They're still talking about Teller. Teller's coming in for some real criticism. Bless him. And we just need to go through this this window. Hey Tom, how are you doing? Having a good day? I did 2 videos today. I've done 2 videos, and I'm doing a live stream today. I've had a very, very busy day today, and I'm thinking I'm going to do 2 videos tomorrow. I'm going to do an extra video tomorrow because you might not believe it, guys, but I think Preston, because I'm a bit ahead of you, I'm playing a bit ahead of you, but I think that Preston are becoming complacent in the Premier League. Preston Football Club are becoming complacent in the Premier League, and it started to worry me a little bit. So I'm going to do an extra video tomorrow, because I remember doing a video on how to deal with complacency for FM22, and I just want to think about, is it the same as it used to be? And hopefully it will be the same, dealing with complacency. So I'm going to do an extra video dealing with the complacency that might be creeping in the Premier League. Can you imagine? Could you ever imagine me saying in our first season in the Prem, I think that Preston are becoming a little bit complacent? I can't imagine ever being saying that. And I might have made some mistakes here. Teller could do with a game, actually. Try and get him back to... So who did I make a mistake with? I think I made somebody available full-time, and I don't want to do that. He can be available all the time, so I don't have a problem with him. Egan Riley, I only want him available for 1 game. So if you're not concentrating, you can get yourself in the right mess. He's only available for the next match. I'll just trust that I've got it right. Okay, so request summary to the inbox. I'm not in the mood to deal with staff meetings tonight. Zauri completes intensive language course. Well, that helps. Hopefully he can talk to the boys now. Need to do something about this training. They shouldn't be training this. This is not good enough. I should have changed that, actually. So we'll go and do some physical stuff here. We'll do endurance. We're then going to do... We're going to do attacking movement. And here we are going to do technical. That's what I was looking for. Chance conversion. And then here, we're going to rest them there. And we'll just do some set piece corners here. And they can rest there. They don't need to be doing that. And they don't need to be doing that. And then here, we'll just give them the day off. That's better than it looked. And then I need to go to the next one. And yeah, that one's fine. Maybe want to change these. No, maybe I'll keep it as it is, because they need to get used to this new press. Doing the set pieces again. Yep, maybe I'll leave that as it is. No problems. So we need to get through these days as fast as we can. So annoying, international breaks. When you have to go... Look at this. Look at this injury list. 8 days to 3 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks, 6 days to 2 weeks. We might have Westwood back soon. 5 to 11 days, he'll be back for the next match, possibly. 3 to 7 days, Dervisoglu will be back. 6 days to 2 weeks, Luke McNally might be back. Huge injury list again. But it is what it is. You don't like doing training. I like doing training. I like to be in control of training, STS. It's like I don't want somebody else doing training. And if you actually notice, when the assistant changes it, when there's another fixture, he really messes up what's going on. And I like doing training. I like to be in control of it. And there's no way I would ever leave it to the assistant. Put on the transfer list, huh? Ease the wage bills concerns. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for that unregistered player. Don't want him. Josh Brownhill, raise asking price. Keep the prey away. Let's confirm Norris has gone. I don't even know who he is. But I accept my assistant's judgment on that. So we'll just bomb through this. Oof, Cardiff next. That's going to be a tough ask. I don't think Cardiff... The thing with Cardiff is not to lose. Kevin Long will be considering his options. Let's discuss it with him. I understand. No problem. And let's answer the press. I know what you know. Well, I actually know a bit more than you. But remember, one of the decisions that he makes could be to continue staying here. So, good answer. Did you see the video today about the unhappy players? Something that I've been looking at for a little while. And it is so cool how to deal with unhappy players. And we have another, well, not an injury, he's just eaten bad chicken or something. Look at this. This is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. I don't know if I'm going to have a team to put out against Cardiff. Isn't there some sort of rule that if you have too many injuries, then you actually can postpone the game? It's not. I don't think they've got that in FM though, have they? Joel McLaren, he wants to come in as a scout. I don't like him. Why would I want to hire him? Recruitment analyst. Nah. Or maybe. You got 15 analysing data. Let's offer him a contract anyway. No, we won't. I'm going to keep him where he is. He's one of ours. And Peter Wilding, a scout. Nah. He's not going to do anything. It's just going to cost me money to get rid of one of the others, so we won't bother with that. And we'll give them the weekend off. We need to get their morale up. Maybe it's a good time to do them all before the Cardiff game, so we could do that next week. Nathan Teller, his training is off as well. Oh boy, what a difficult player. Egan Riley, not happy, pal, not happy. And then Kevin Long, also not happy, not happy. So let's get your act together, boys. Be interesting to have a look at the dynamics. I'm still failing to impress most of the players. They haven't got a very good sense of collectivism. They're not working together, but the club atmosphere is pretty good. This has got to be worked on, and that's why STS. I don't want to change the formation anymore. I think they've got to settle in terms of working as a team now. We have what we have. That seemed to work a little bit better against Bristol City. Although against Bristol City, am I putting a lot of weight on that? No. Try holding a team meeting to improve. Yeah, could do. Maybe before the Cardiff game. I would struggle with that one, though, because looking at the form, what would you say to them when they've just won? Would you say things have not been going so well, but you can turn this around? You could easily lose the team at a point like this as well. as gain it. Their morale is going to be on the up anyway after Bristol City. Good result against Cardiff, even a draw against Cardiff, their morale will go up again. So I don't think for now I want to hold a team meeting. I could easily make things worse in that as well as make things better. But I don't want to make things worse at the moment. Yeah, it's a very, very difficult one. I could do it, but I'm not that brave. It's got to be a brave man to go in there and click some buttons. Follow on from the last game. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Do you think it's in there? Once I go into that meeting, I'm committed, and I don't like... It's just... I think what I might do is wait 2 more games and then go in and give them, because it will either be going well or it won't be going well. So I think I would prefer to wait. Should be fully recovered. Okay, let's give these boys a game then. Keep them fit. Yep, all of you can get your kit on. Nathan Teller, he's not registered, so why are you suggesting him? Egan Riley, yep, you can have a game. Westwood, let's get you back in. You can have 60 minutes out there. Goodmanson, you can have 60 minutes. Luke McNally, we'll just give you 45 minutes. And yeah, Dervisoglu, you can have 45 minutes just to keep yourself in shape. Just have a run around for 45 minutes. And we need to move on through this pain and go to the Cardiff game. Can you guys hear me? I'm conscious I might be getting up further and further away from the microphone. Can you guys hear me? Training schedule. We need to have a look at Cardiff now because we need to fill in the opposition day here in training. Hopefully we will get our report in. Do we have anything in the data hub yet? Now we have a data hub, which is kind of cool, and it's getting better. So if we have a look at the data hub, they kind of play tiki-taka. Aha! So what is a tiki-taka? Everybody knows extreme passing and movement, and they're just going to control possession and then look to break very, very quickly. Interesting. In their last match, they pretty much dominated the game. They're a good team looking at it. This guy, Kip Bray, is performing well above average in his defensive role. So it might be worth making a note of him, Kip Bray. We don't want to be going too near to him. We want to keep keeping the ball away from him, Kip Bray. He's not even on their team sheet there. Oh yeah, there he is, centre back. Oh, he's a funny looking fella, isn't he? Oh, he's got an older Rasta haircut. So yeah, could be a very dangerous player. Look at him from set pieces. Curtis Nelson is performing way above average. I think he's also a centre back, so defensively they're good, which doesn't bode well for us. So we can make a note that centre backs are very good. Might be we need to focus out wide. Maybe, but then will they be able to cope with crosses coming into the box? Difficult decision. Callum Robertson, where is he? Callum Robertson, not listed. Okay, I'm just making note of his name. Might be injured, hopefully. And then creative defender Perry Nga. Where's he? Oh, he's a right fullback. He gets a lot of assists. So right fullback Nga. Let's make a note. He's dangerous. Okay, so that's that little bit. Oh boy. Gotta love this. In terms of their shooting, they don't shoot a lot, but it's high quality when they do. So better than Burnley. We shoot a lot and it's low quality. Defensive efficiency, busy defense. It's kind of in the middle between busy and quiet. It's kind of like there's not much we can make from that. But it's neither leaky or it's neither busy or quiet. It's about a medium-ish defense. The goalkeepers, this is quite important. They're a goalkeeper. He has fewer passes, but his passes are accurate. So that means he's going to play it short, which is interesting. They're going to play out from the back. So we've got to decide, do we let them play out from the back? So make a note of that, play out from the back. Do we press them and try to prevent them playing out from the back? Or do we... Aerial defenders. Well, we have the best one, but then Curtis Nelson is good in the air. The rest of their defenders are not great in the air. Kevin Long, Jordan Bayer, we are better in the air than they are. But Curtis Nelson is very good in the air. Okay, that's interesting information. And... lots of passes, accurate passing. They've got only two in there. Who is this geezer? Vitinha is in there somewhere as well. We've got two in there. They've got two in there. Again, it's all very average. Neither team is looking extremely good. In terms of midfield possession, infrequently wins the ball, reliable in possession. So they don't win the ball very much, but they are reliable in possession, whereas we don't win the ball very much and we're loose in possession. So we need to tighten up a little bit in possession. We're going to try and control possession against Cardiff. We've got to keep the ball away from them. And they make most of their passes attempts from the middle of the pitch. So we need to be looking at playing a mid-block. I need to put that in now, which we've got. We're going to play in a mid-block. We need... Oh, I see. For a minute, I thought these players were unavailable, but they're actually out on international duty. So I'm going to come down to balanced. We're going to reduce our tempo down, and we're going to control the ball. Really try and control the ball. We're not going to play out from the back, or should we? Should we play out of defense? Yeah. Let's play out of defense. And we won't counter. We're going to hold our shape. And then probably step up more, but I'm not going to commit myself to that at the moment. And we're going to trigger press much more and prevent goalkeeper short distribution. We're going to try and win the ball up here, but up top, but we're only going to be playing with a low block. So maybe with a mid block. So maybe we've got to prevent short goalkeeper distribution off. We'll bring that down a little bit. Maybe that's too much. And that's it. We'll deal with the opposition as and when. If we go back to the data hub, is there anything else that I need to know? They allow the opposition to have good touches to shots ratio in their penalty area, so we need to work the ball at the box. And Callum Robinson is a pretty weak influence. He's had just one of the 9 of attacks that they've had have involved him. So Callum Robertson We might try and encourage Cardiff to play the ball to him. Encourage opposition to play to him. So that might mean leaving him free, and if he's in a pair, then tight marking the other one. Joe Rolls has lost possession more than any other player. That's interesting. So Rolls, we need to close him down. And we need to weaker foot with him, because we need to panic him and we need to put him under pressure. Let's make sure he loses the ball. And central positions as per normal. So there are weaknesses that they have. Whether this team is good enough to exploit those weaknesses, I don't know. And hey, Rage, how are you doing? The in-game media had a go. Oh, yeah, the in-game media have had a big go at Teller. They're absolutely disgusted with him. We've got Dervisoglu back. I actually think I might play Teller in this game at some point. I mean, you can't just leave him out completely. It would be absolutely terrible. The Cardiff do have a bit of pace, which would worry me. I don't know. Where is this? Where does this? What's his name? Callan Robertson. Where does he live? He's not in the team. He's playing so badly there. Oh, yeah, here he is on the left wing. So what we might want to do is encourage them to play it out to him, because he's a weak influence, and get Rawls out of the game. He loses the ball a lot, and get this Iqbal to keep feeding Robinson, and we'll deal with him. He's not a big deal. He is a big deal, this geezer. And who is Ryan Olisop? Not even listed. But they're not very brave, so maybe we can get stuck into them. Be a bit more aggressive than normal. That might be a way of beating Cardiff. So we need to figure out what we're going to do in training, and we need to be doing defending, aerial defense. And looking at this, I want to be doing a little bit attacking patience, because I'm asking them now to hold the ball. So we want to work on holding on to the ball. Not interested in the transfer market at this point. they need Teller to top up. Teller is having a nightmare with the press, and I've had to even take him off the bench now. The press are all over him. Absolutely all over him. Oh, bless him. But I'm gonna have to get him back into the game somehow. Can we get on with this game? Some good players up for. Who's this guy? Winger, inverted winger, nice. Advanced forward, nice. Whew. I wish we could afford him. Good player, Cunha. Nice. Can't afford him though. I can only dream of having a forward like that. Oh, I thought somebody got injured again then for a minute. We are having an injury nightmare. I wonder who has got back. Goodmanson he's back in action, is he? He's a good player, but will he be good enough after his broken ankle? His bravery's gone down a lot, probably. But he is a very good player, and I wonder if he'll come back and be able to play well. Might put him on the bench, see if he's brave enough to come on. Why does he want Vitinha to play at right back when we're short at left back? Geez, my assistant doesn't ever make any sense. Callum Roberts played well in the last game. He was bombing up and down that touchline. I quite liked what I was seeing with him. I'm going to put Bayer in instead of Long this time. We don't want him dilly-dallying on the ball at the back, so we're just going to put him on as a centro defender. Vitinho can play as the left back. I'm perfectly happy with him. Balick, Brownhill, perfectly happy with those. Still, Cullen is still injured for another couple of weeks. I'd like him back. Teller, shall we put Teller on the bench instead of Barnes? Why not? Let's put Teller on the bench instead of Barnes. Yeah, I mean, they've had 2 weeks of the international break, but they're still not fit. Charlie Taylor's not back for 7 days. McNally is back tomorrow. You could risk him on the bench, but I've got Kevin Long on the bench. He could do the job. Goodmanson, I want him on the bench, I think, which possibly could put him on for... The problem with this championship, you're only allowed 7 subs. So if I bring Goodmanson in, he's going to have to take the place of Haldazo. We do have Teller, though, who's Mr. Reliable, who can come on either as a striker or... But if I put Goodmanson on the bench, I'm stuck with these geezers. What about Zouri? He played very well, Zouri. Or Cherlinov didn't play well at all, did he? Is screaming out for a change at right wing? Why not? Why not? And Teller can play on the right. Goodmanson could come on the left. That works. And Rodriguez has got to play well. Oh boy, I don't fancy this Cardiff game, to be honest. And it's very, very important. This game is not about winning. This now is about not losing. If we lose, then I might be even called into the boardroom. Although, why am I panicking? Because we're 7th and only 6 points behind the leader. So why am I panicking at this point? There's no need. And in fact, Blackburn, Middlesbrough and QPR have played a game more than us. So we could even jump up to about 4th or 5th. We're not in that serious trouble. Relax. Relax. And what I am going to do is go to the training here. I want to pick them up a little bit. So we're going to go through all of these rather than just the 3 he gives me. Just pick them up a little bit. Connor Roberts, fantastic. What a great player. So just give him a little pat on the back, as far down as I can possibly go. Harwood Bellis, a 7.95. Yep, that's worthy. Christian Bayick. Lovely goal by Bayick in the last game. Oh, you're gonna love the next episode at Preston. It has got the craziest own goal that I have ever seen in my entire FM career. I have never, ever seen an own goal like that. Absolutely weird. I was thinking of doing a short on it because that will get some views. Oh boy. We'll go down these to about 7.5. If they're not playing very well, praise them down to about 7.5. I wouldn't go any lower. Shall I do Cherlinov at 7.4? Yes, I'm going to do him at 7.4. Yes, he was encouraged. So I wouldn't go any lower than that. Vitinha 7.25 is a bit low to be encouraging him. But we got a lot of them. Their morale up a little bit. I'm going to play this Cardiff game. I don't know if I can watch this. We've got to keep hold of the ball. And we are a good passing team. And I wonder if we can go to, where would it be? Is it in the data hub? Or is it in Cardiff? Scout report and other stat pack past meetings. Where is it? It's somewhere. There is a comparison. Not there. Where did I find it? Where's that gone? Somewhere there was a comparison against Cardiff with all their attributes and all ours. Not to worry, we are a good passing team, so hopefully that should, if we can keep hold of the ball, we should hopefully at least get a draw, and that's my aim, is a draw here in this game. It's not to lose. So we're going to play balanced. We're going to mid-block. We won't do anything at this point in time. We're going to hold our shape. We won't distribute quickly. In fact, we'll slow it down. And then we'll get the goalkeeper to roll it out. And we're going to make sure we don't do anything silly. And work the ball into the box. Dribble less. Be more disciplined. Keep our shape, basically. We're not playing well enough to go and run Cardiff over. So we're going to have to be very defensively solid and try to get a point. Ashley Westwood can play 45 minutes. Goodmanson 45 minutes. McNally 30 minutes. So could we put them on the bench? Goodmanson. He's a winger, isn't he? Who's the other one? Westwood. He is a midfielder. Probably not wise to actually try him out against Cardiff. Let's leave it as it is. Job security still only stable. Yeah, I'm hoping they haven't forgotten how to pop the ball in the back of the net. This is going to be a tough game. We still have these players on attack, so even though we're holding our shape, we're still going to be hopefully posing a threat to Cardiff. He wants me to play cautious. Cautious will just be inviting them on. I don't want to do that. But we do want to have a look. What's all this about? So Curtis Nelson, he was one of the players that we noted. Although it was Ng was the danger, wasn't he? Curtis Nelson, centre-back, is now playing as a full-back. Not used to it. We'll close him down, put him on his left foot. We won't bother with that. Just close him down, put him on his left foot, make him panic a little bit. We've got Brooklyn Lins Foster. He's a full-back playing as a centre, playing in the centre. Interesting choice. And this is the guy, Perry Ng, who's actually playing on the left. He has a reasonable... Put him on his left foot then, and we'll close him down and put him on his left foot. Yep, close him down. I don't want to hard tackle him. He's quite brave and he's quite strong. So we'll close him down, put him on his left foot. And we need to close him down, not close him down. Tight mark the DM. Don't want him having any space at all. Start popping these long balls over the top. Not very composed, yeah. And he's got a weak left foot. So let's really mess him about. Get into him. Ryan Wintle. We can close him down. Just close him down. Joe Rolls. He's not playing very well. So we will force him. We're just going to close him down, I think. And hard tackle him. Just close him down and hard tackle him. See how he likes that. And then This geezer's playing on... They are in a mess because they've got players out of their natural position here. He's not very brave, not very strong, doesn't have very good composure or decisions. He's going to get hard tackled. And we're going to turn him onto his left foot. And I don't want to close him down, not with his pace, but he's going to get hard tackled and we'll turn him onto his left foot. He's, sorry, wrong one. This one is the one I was looking at. Yeah, left foot, hard tackling. He's got tremendous acceleration. I don't want people closing him down. Like, he'll be past every... No, it's him. Left foot. And this geezer, Callum Robinson, he's the one who is not very dangerous. So I'm just going to leave him alone. I want them to look for him. So we'll just leave him alone. I might actually hard tackle him. Yeah, we'll hard tackle him. But I don't want to do anything else with him because if he's a weak influence, let him play the ball to him. I don't mind, no problem. And then Morgan Rogers. This Cardiff team is not that great, is it? Not very brave. Fairly strong, but not very brave. He's not composed. His decision making is poor. I think he might not want to be hard tackled. Let's hard tackle him. Yeah, why not? He probably won't like that very much. So I'm thinking this probably isn't the best looking Cardiff team that I've actually ever seen. So do I want to change the way I'm playing? I don't think so. We could be beating Cardiff here. So we are going to counter-attack. Distribute it quickly. We're going to play as we play. And we're going to slightly higher tempo maybe. We will just leave that off. We'll leave that off. Pass into space. Low crosses, work ball into the box. Standard line, that'll do. Standard width. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm getting players fit again. And Rage, we do have Teller on the bench. After all his trials and tribulations, he has made it back onto the bench. I worry this is a game that we could easily lose. But it's also a game that we could win. Do I want to say that? I'm actually going to say get out there and impress me. Make me proud. And they are responding a little bit, which is good. Go out there, make a difference. Give them a bit of encouragement after the win that we had last time out. And yeah, I hope you're right, SDS. Hopefully they haven't forgotten how to score. It will be nice to remember that we do need to score a goal or two. And we are passing the ball around quite nicely. That's nice. But almost gave it away. Balick, Bayer, Harwood Bellis, all combining nicely. And that's it. Come on, referee, send him off. Send him off. The referee has done nothing. Cardiff in third. Burnley are in seventh. Get a draw here and that'll do me fine because we can make up the ground in the other fixtures. It's really important for me that we don't lose this game. Possession-wise, it's fairly even. Both teams are good at keeping the ball. Where Cardiff are just edging it. And we've got another injury. We'll leave him for a little while. He could play through this. But it is Cardiff. Looking for a long throw. And we haven't covered that very well, but we need to close him down. Come on, close him down. And that was good, but gave him the space. Too much space. Good ball into the middle. Looks like Cardiff are going to score. They have scored. And this is always a worry. I do not like... Oh, they've missed, in fact. I thought it had gone in. I do not like doing this Burnley save. People told me this was easy. It's not easy at all. Callum Roberts, what can you do with it? He's looking for Harwood Bellis. Harwood Bellis on a yellow card. I don't like it. Vitinho, he's running after a poor pass. Get the ball into the box. Zahouri, he finds Balick. Balick, do something special. Hit the crossbar. Our finishing is still a problem. And it still goes on. We've got to put chances away. I'll be happy at Christmas when Weghorst comes back. At least we'll have one forward in the club. Brownhill has a free kick. Into the box. Bayer climbs above and hits the crossbar again. This is just so bad. I can't believe this is happening. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And we do have another free kick. And Vitinho finds Bayer. Bayer to Harwood Bellis. I think I'm going to go a little bit narrower. And Rodriguez finds Zahouri. Zahouri's in. Can you score? He scored! We have scored again. Zahouri has made it. Cardiff 0. Burnley 1. We are in the lead. Can we hold on to it? I don't know. It'll be really cool if we can hold on to it. What a victory this would be. And we would be back. And Zahouri bursting through. He is injured. He has taken a knock. We decided to leave him on the pitch. But well done, Zahouri. You've done a good job there. Robinson, Joe Rolls, Nga have made a key pass apiece, but not really that dangerous. And at the moment, we are in control of the game and doing very, very well. I didn't think this was the greatest of Cardiff teams. Maybe we need to stay on our feet a little bit. We'll tell these players that we're not happy. Ease off the tackles. Balick needs to ease off the tackles. Cardiff have got in behind us. Looks like they're going to score, but it was a good save. We're not doing particularly well. In terms of defending, we're not doing very well. And I wonder why that is. We're going to have to sort that out. They're getting far too much space in front of us, but we do have a high line. So what I think I will do is I'm going to ask them to step up, because I don't want to push the line very much higher, but we'll ask them to step up because they're getting too much space in front of us. And that could be that we have too many attacking players in midfield as well. So maybe I have to look at that at half time. But at the moment, it's Cardiff 0, Burnley 1. We are in the lead, but it is Cardiff again. We've got a nice shape there. We need to hold that shape. And still good, still good. We're denying them space now. We're closing that space down. By stepping up, you can do that. And that's much better. And absolutely denying them the space. They're passing it around nicely, being patient. But if we just keep the shape, keep doing this, and there's the long ball over the top. That's the desperation. It has found its man. He is through, and it is a save, and it remains 1-0. That was nice. It was a good press, and we did very, very well there. But I think in the second half, I am going to ask them to actually hold their shape rather than counter-attack. We don't look very dangerous on the counter-attack. And I'm going to compress the lines. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then maybe I will ask them to hold their shape. Come off the tempo a little bit. They're doing well. Things are looking good. It's 1-0. And I know you're capable of even better. You weren't that bad, but you can still improve. And we can do this. We can beat Cardiff here today. It'll be absolutely fabulous if we can. We're going to defend more in this second half. Try and hold on to the lead. And hence bring the line of engagement down so that we're compressing the pitch so that our passes can find each other much easier. I also think that I'm going to go narrower. We'll go fairly narrow just to make our passing game easier. And that's nice by Vitinho. Bayer finds Balick. Balick to Harwood Bellis. This is good football. And that's a lovely ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez in space. He finds Roberts. This is nice football. Roberts bursting up the wing. Can you get a cross in? Yes, he can. It's a long cross to the far post. It's headed out. Can we get on the second ball? Balick manages to get on the second ball. Dervisoglu. He's found Rodriguez. Rodriguez has missed. How did he miss that? How did you miss that? That was beautiful football, and we should never have missed that. Roberts finds Rodriguez. Back to Roberts. Roberts to Brownhill. Brownhill into the box. It comes out to Vitinho. Vitinho has a chance to cross it. Get it into the box. We do have a chance, and it's cleared again. Zahouri heads it out. We need to change Zahouri. I think he's looking a little tired now. Vitinho's going to pick up the second ball and finds Bayer. Bayer back to Vitinho. This is good football now. Holding on to the ball, keeping our shape. But unfortunately, I need to tell them to dribble less. I forgot about that one. We need to make sure we're not losing the ball in midfield like that. And telling them now to dribble less. Hopefully Cardiff won't get the equaliser here. They're getting into the box. It's a good tackle. And Zahouri clears. And there's that lower line of engagement working perfectly. It's difficult. It makes it difficult for them to get shots off from just inside the box. Dervisoglu is going to get booked, is he? I thought I'd already done that. Stay on your feet, guys. Settle down, and hopefully we'll see this game out. We do have a set piece. Come on, we haven't scored from a set piece in a long time. Let's get a second from a set piece. Roberts to the near post. Header by Bayer. Goes over the bar. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a nervy fixture. And we've played better in the second half. We're holding on to the ball nicely. We're dominating the possession over Cardiff in this half. And we've created, to be fair, the better of the chances. But it's still only 1-0. But I said at the beginning of the game I would take a draw. And we need to hold on. I'm going to actually put the fullbacks now on support duty. And there's a header that goes just over the crossbar. We're going to just try and hold on to what we've got. Putting them on a support duty will help with the shorter passing game. He is way too wide. That's it. Get inside. I think I need to tell him to sit narrower. Both fullbacks need to be told to sit narrower. He was way too wide for my liking. And this one as well. He's already... Roberts can be told sit narrower. He's already... So hopefully just by holding our shape now we can hold on to this game. Come on, referee, you can blow your whistle now as NG goes, and that's easy to deal with, and I think this is working really nicely. And Cardiff are finding it very, very difficult to create chances. Going to bring on Matt Lowton on the right-hand side. And Cardiff again looking to get down that left. And that's a good tackle by Balick. And we are the better team at the moment, I think, although Cardiff are creating the chances. Just got to hope that our holding our shape actually means that they can't penetrate us. Might even go into a low block, but it might be too late because Cardiff have another chance. It's a good save and it goes out for a corner. I am actually going to go into a low block now. Compress the lines even further and just try and hold on to this 1-0. And I don't see us scoring a ton of goals, but we just need to try and hold on to what we have. That's a good tackle by Zauri, and Zauri can break. And we need to get bodies up the pitch. Nice ball to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for Brownhill. Brownhill in behind, and Bastion is in behind. Bastion, is that a penalty, referee? No, it's not a penalty. And Cardiff have the chance to clear. That was a nice break. And we are putting them under pressure. And it is nice to see us playing football like this. But Cardiff are a very, very dangerous team, keeping possession of the ball. We just need to hold our shape. Can we hold on? There's a lot of highlights, referee. Far too many highlights. Can you do something about this? Rodriguez, it's a very, very poor touch, but Cardiff's touch is terrible as well. We do have the ball, and it's Dervisoglu. Dervisoglu with a chance, and the goalkeeper makes a great save. Do we have any tired bodies out there? Well, I know I'm very tired, very emotional. Maybe it is time to make some changes. I don't have a great deal of players to bring on, but maybe it's time to go and make some changes. I'll first have a look at Cardiff. They haven't made any subs. Nobody is causing us any problems, really. I need to think about who's not playing well. Dervisoglu not playing too well. Rodriguez having a good game. Maybe Howard Bellis not playing particularly well. He's on a yellow card. He can come off. Bayek, it looks to me like he's doing okay, but his rating isn't that great. Jack Cork can come on for Brownhill. He can just be a centre mid on support now. And Bastion, I thought Bastion's having a good game. And Dervisoglu, Teller is going to get his chance. So we've made 4 changes. Teller is going to get his chance in the game. And is it one of those days where he's had such a rough time that he is going to do something? Oh, that is a dreadful tackle, referee. Send him off. I think the referee needs to send him off, and he has been given a red card. Cardiff have got a red card. And I don't know whether to go more positive now or just to hang on. I don't think we need to do anything. It's for Cardiff to chase the game. And we just need to hold our shape, keep possession of the ball. And that's all we need to do. As Vitinha is looking for Balick. Balick to Cork. Cork back to Long. Long, who's come on for Howard Bellis, who is looking a little tired. Here's Teller. Teller into the box. Where has that gone? It's gone into Rosed. And that was a dreadful, dreadful shot by Rodriguez. And we're doing so well. Just hold on, boys. 69 minutes gone. Cork at the base of the midfield finds Zauri. Zauri's had a very, very good game, injured out there on the left. And here's Cork picking it up. That's nice work. And he's looking outside for Teller. Teller suddenly found a little bit of pace and form. And he's doing all right, Teller, out there on the right wing. No more criticism. He's doing a very, very good job. And here's Loughton. Loughton trying to get into the box. Into the box it goes, and it's a good save. We are the better team at the moment now. And we should hopefully put Cardiff to bed. And that's a lovely pass out to Loughton. No need to go berserk here. Hold our shape. Keep making chances. Teller's been robbed, but he's won the ball back. Get the ball into the box. It's a lovely pass, and Bastion has hit the post, and it's cleared. Oh, what a game. What a game this is turning out to be. We do have one more substitution we can make. I really don't want to take Zauri off. He's having such a good game. And that's a nice cross into the box. And it has found the far post, and Cardiff are all over the place. Balick fires it back into the box. It comes out to Vitinha. Vitinha's robbed and goes out for a throw. Okay, referee, I think we've had enough now. Let's call it time. And the clock still isn't rolling on quick enough. There's loads of highlights here. Zauri inside for Cork. Cork looking for Bastion. Bastion with a pile driver again into Rosed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a game this is. We need to be doing just a little bit better. We are dominating match momentum. It is now time to bring Zauri off. If I've got someone who I can bring on instead. we can bring on Goodmanson. He's going to come on for 13 minutes or so, see what he can do. We are totally dominating Cardiff now, where we're holding the ball. They cannot get the ball off us. And because we are holding our shape, there is nothing they can do when we are in shape. And it's worked a treat. Christian Balick is now very tired, but that's okay. There's only 4 minutes left. We just have to hold on. And it's time now to close this game down. And what we will do, we'll make it much shorter. We'll go very narrow and time waste quite a bit. We will slow the pace down. And out of possession, we don't need to do anything there. I think it's game over. I think this is a brilliant result. There have been 2 very, very good results in today's stream. 2 games, 2 wins. I'll take that. And Burnley have recovered. My job feels a little bit safer. And it all started with a fan. His comment in social media. Vitinha looking to go down the left. Have we got one last go in us? And there's a shot from Bastian that goes over the crossbar. Just one more. Have we got one last thing left in us, lads? And Goodmanson is going to fling in the corner. To the near post, it's headed out, it comes out to Teller. Go on, have a shot, Teller. And he gives it out to Goodmanson. Goodmanson back to Teller. It's all over. The game is over. It's Cardiff 0. Burnley 1. Oh no, it's a free kick to Cardiff. I thought it was game over. But we just need to hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball. Slow it down. Take your time, boys. Cardiff are now in a bit of a rush. And what happened there? There was a little bit of a glitch go on there, but Teller has won the ball. Teller's had a good game since he came on. Muric finds Bayer, and that is it. That is it. We have beaten Cardiff away by a 1-0. That is a super result, and it took a little bit of work from the manager, but we have done it. And that's very well done, lads. That was a super win and well done. And that means that we are now up to 5th, up to 6th. And that takes the pressure off me a little bit because our target, of course, is promotion. And we're 6 points behind the leaders, but the next 6 teams have 21 points. So everything to play for. We need to build on that now. We have defied expectation today. The boys have done very, very well. I'm very happy, very pleased with them. And Vitinha apparently was very, very good. So we'll praise Vitinha and say, I thought you were outstanding defensively. And so we have beaten Cardiff. Absolutely brilliant. I actually don't know if there's anybody left in the chat. No, there's only me left in chat. Thanks, guys, for coming. We're going to call it a day now. It's been 2 hours. It's been a really good time. 2 games, 2 wins. A lot of things that we learned there today. Playing that against Cardiff was difficult. Took a lot of tweaking to get that result, but we got it. So all that remains to be said is hope you have a really good evening, guys, and I'll see you on Thursday when we'll be streaming again. We'll be doing it all again and hoping that our form continues. See you next time, guys.